This is a scary story about a man who was stalked by an entity while using the WhatsApp application. It all started when the man received a strange message from an unknown number. He opened the message, and it simply said, "I'm here." This sent a chill down his spine as he knew that he wasn't expecting any calls or messages from anyone. He checked the number, and it wasn't saved in his contact list. It was just a random number. He thought about ignoring it, but curiosity got the better of him and he decided to reply, "Who is this?" The moment he pressed send, he regretted it. The message was delivered, but the message that came back was horrifying. It said, "You shouldn't have answered." He panicked and tried to call the number, but it was unavailable. He told himself that it was probably just a prank and that he should stop overthinking it. But the messages kept coming. At first, they were just random numbers, but then they started to become more frequent and the messages more disturbing. One day, he received a message saying, "I'm outside your house," which made him check his security cameras. He found a man standing outside his house, but the moment he tried to get a better look at him, the man disappeared. He could have sworn that the man was looking directly at him. He decided to change his SIM card and get a new phone number, hoping that this would put an end to the nightmare. But the messages didn't stop even with the new phone. It was as if the person who was messaging him knew his every move. He changed his number again and again, but the messages kept coming. And the worst part of it all was that no one believed him when he told them about it. They all thought that it was some kind of a joke that had gone too far. He was losing his mind, but there was no one to help him. He was desperate to make the messages stop, so he did something crazy. He went online and created a fake profile. He used a fake name and a fake number, but he made sure that the location was the same. He wanted to lure the person who was messaging him into a trap. He waited patiently for a response, and it didn't take long. The same person who had been messaging him for weeks replied to the message. He started chatting with the fake profile, trying to get as much information as possible. He wanted to know who was behind all those creepy messages and why they had been targeting him. But the person refused to reveal their identity. They kept talking, and the conversation became more intimate. The fake profile pretended to be a woman, and the person on the other side pretended to be a man. The man revealed his name, which turned out to be the same name as the man who had appeared in his security footage. He was shocked and scared at the same time, but he continued with the conversation. He wanted to know what this person wanted from him. The person finally revealed their face through a video call, and the man was horrified. It was the same man who had appeared in his security footage, but that wasn't the scariest part. The man's face was distorted and demonic, like he had been possessed by an evil spirit. The man ended the call immediately and blocked the number. But it was too late. The damage was done. He knew that he was being stalked by a dangerous entity and he didn't know how to stop it. He tried to move on with his life, but the entity wouldn't let him. It continued to appear in his dreams, tormenting him with visions of his worst fears. He became paranoid and started seeing the entity everywhere he went. He couldn't take it anymore, and he ended up in a mental institution. Some say that the entity is still haunting him, while others say that he's just a crazy man who's lost his mind. But one thing is for sure, no one knows what really happened to him. And if you think that this is just another fake story, then you'd be wrong. There are plenty of similar stories online, and they all have one thing in common: a scary message from a stranger that turned into a nightmare.